Hey, my name is Phil from legitmarketingreviews.com. In today's video, we're going to be looking at an email marketing software called Mailerlite. Now, in this Mailerlite review, I'm going to show you exactly what Mailerlite is, how it actually works, and by the end of the video, you should know if Mailerlite is right for you. And just to let you know, if you're thinking about getting started, there is a free plan where you don't require a credit card or anything like that. And if you want to help support the channel, I've left a link in the description to get started. Okay, so first of all, what is Mailerlite? It is an email marketing platform, but it doesn't just stop at email marketing. You can also collect emails from landing pages, as well as create websites, and there's a bunch of other cool features that a lot of other marketing software don't offer. So what I'm going to do is jump behind the screen and show you Mailerlite. Okay, so here we are on the Mailerlite website. What I'm going to do first is run through some of the different features, just in case I miss out on any in this video. Then I'm also going to go through the different pricing options. Once again, there is a free plan, and then if you want to upgrade, there are some different options as well. So first of all, let's start with the features. So if I click on features and actually scroll down the bottom, it's going to give me a decent list of what is included in Mailerlite. So first of all, everything is built into 4 different segments. We have here create campaigns. We've also got grow subscribers, deliver, and track results. We've also got things like connect if you want to integrate to different types of platforms, as well as custom landing page, email templates, and other bits and pieces. So if we quickly just run through it, the create campaigns is the email campaigns. You've got everything from a drag and drop and HTML editor. We've also got a mail checker, which means you can verify the emails that you add in, which is really cool. So you know which ones are spam and which ones aren't. We've also got things like your file manager, which you can expect, a built-in photo editor, and also different templates. So it's very straightforward and it's very standard. Next, we have grow subscribers. So we have everything from embedded sign-up forms, landing pages, pop-up forms. We've also got the ability to sell digital products, and we've got subscriber management, as well as a website builder, which is very interesting. I haven't seen many email platforms offer website builders as well. So that's a very cool feature, and the best part is you can actually access that for free as well. Next of all, we've got deliver, which is A/B split testing. We've got a really cool feature, which is auto-resend. Not a lot of other email marketing platforms will actually offer this. So these two are very good. We've also got dedicated IPs if you want it. That is an extra cost, I do believe. We've also got email automation, delivered by time zones, personalization, tagging, RSS campaigns, and segmentation. So this is a very powerful sort of set of features that they do have here. Finally, we have track results, which shows you click maps, so whereabouts they click on your campaigns, your landing pages, things like that, as well as email newsletter reports and opens by location. So that is pretty cool as well. I think it's pretty standard. Click maps is pretty interesting, but everything else is what you can expect. Now, I do love it how they do have a iPhone email marketing app. It is, however, pretty sad for the Android users, as they may not actually have an app. It's weird how they just have the iPhone and iPad ones here. So I'm assuming they don't have an Android one, which is pretty crap, but it is what it is. So apart from that, I think there is a decent set of features. So that is what we have. Let's go quickly over the pricing just so we can get this out of the way. Once again, you can get monthly or annually for the free plan for free. So you won't be paying $1 for that, and you can have up to 1,000 subscribers. There are some limitations as well, and I'll go over those in a second. But once you start getting over 1,000, that's when you actually start paying for some different prices, right? So if we have a look here on the right, subscribers 0 to 1,000, you can send 12,000 emails for free. Once you go over that 12,000, you can have unlimited, but it's going to cost you $10 a month. And then once you go over the 1,000 subscriber mark, you can have unlimited for $15 a month. So if you get over 1,000 subscribers, you'll be looking at $15. So it's still very cheap compared to a lot of the other providers out there. And if we come down a little bit more, you will actually see what's included in the free and what's included in the premium. So as you would expect, you're going to get less benefits on the free plan. Of course, the company needs to make money. That's why there is a few limitations on the free plan. Plus, it also weeds out all the people that are just trying to spam out there. So let's just quickly come through. Obviously, you get all the features inside of support for the premium plan. Free plan, you miss out on live chat and Mailer Pro, which is okay. Next, we come down to the email campaigns. You get everything once again in premium. You don't get to remove the Mailerlite branding, which is also very standard for free. Plus, you don't get HTML editor or newsletter templates. If we come down, you get all of the features in the premium. You don't get custom domains or pop-ups in the free, which is also very standard. Next, we have deliver. So you won't be able to auto-resend, which is a very powerful feature, which I'll go through in a moment. And then also deliver by time zone and a dedicated IP. This is a very, very powerful thing. That's why they charge an extra $50 even on a premium plan. Next, we have click maps and opens by location. And then apart from that, we have customizable favicon. That's okay. Creating templates, A/B split testing, domains, and heat maps. So overall, it's actually really, really lucrative compared to some other email marketing tools that I've reviewed. This actually offers probably the most features that you are going to get in a free plan. And things like the website builder, things like landing pages, everything like that is included. So it's very powerful, as well as automation. So overall, I think this is a great lineup. It's extremely affordable, and yeah, I think it's epic. So what I'm going to do right now is go into my dashboard and start the product showcase. So first of all, we're in my dashboard here. One thing to note, when you do sign up for the free trial, you will automatically get a free 7 days of premium. You don't have to pay anything. Once it lapses, it's just going to go forever. So it's not a bad thing. You can play around with the premium features if you want. It's a very good way to show what's available as well. Now, once you get started, you'll see your limits 1 to 1,000 subscribers or 12,000 emails per month, which is more than enough to get you started. And this resets every single month apart from the subscribers, obviously. So it is still very good, and it can last you a very long time, especially if you are brand new into it. So if we come down, this is where you're going to see what's been happening in your account. You can see what automations are working, what forms are working. You can also see how many subscribers you get each and every month, and then you can see how many you've got this month compared to last month. So it's good because you can check on how everything's going. Now at the top here, we've got dashboard, campaigns, subscribers, forms, sites, and automation. So let's go through them one by one. I'm going to go through them quite quickly. I don't want to make this video too long. But what we can do is, first of all, in campaigns, at the top right, we see create campaign in orange. If you click on the little down arrow, this is where you get the options to create the different campaigns. Now, once again, if you want to use premium features, it's going to be the A/B split testing and the auto-resend. Let me just tell you what these mean really quick. So a regular campaign is just going to be a newsletter automation. So if you wanted to say send something out to all of your subscribers, telling about something that's happening right now, it could be a promotion, it could be a life event, whatever it might be that you're telling your people, that's where you'd use regular campaign. If you wanted to test your different campaign variations, so say you've got 2 ideas for a campaign but you don't know which one's going to work better, you can do a split test and it's going to send it out based on how much percentage you want, right? So it's pretty cool. It's going to send you 2 variations. Auto-resend is probably my most favorite campaign. It's basically what it means is if you send out a campaign and no one opens it, it's actually going to resend the campaign, but you can change the headlines. Very, very cool. I will show you that. I'll show you just the regular campaign plus the auto-send. And then finally, we've got the RSS campaign. And what this basically does is you can sync it up to things like your WordPress website or whichever website you're running from. And this is actually going to extract all of your new posts that you have, and it's going to send them out based on the time that you want. It could be your daily, it could be your weekly, and it's going to send out all of your new articles, right? So it's really cool if you can't be bothered sending an email as well as writing articles. This is automatically going to do it for you. It's not hard to set up. It literally takes a few seconds, but these are your 4 different types of campaigns. Now, if I come to drafts, you can see I've already created a couple in here. One's been sent. This is a regular campaign. If we go to drafts, you can also see I've got an RSS campaign created. And creating these campaigns is really, really easy. So I'm going to show you how. So first of all, create campaign. I'm going to show you a regular campaign. So first of all, we have here campaign name. This is going to be identified in your back office. So this is literally just for you. So I'm going to call this the YouTube test campaign, right? Obviously, you'd talk about what you're talking about in the video. So for the subject, I'm going to say I'm giving it all away for free. Do you want it? And then I'm going to add in a personalization. Now, a personalization can be any type of information that these people put in once they register to your list. So I'm going to put name and put question mark there. Plus, I'm going to put a little emoji. People love emojis. So I'm going to put a little happy face thing there with a little sweating. So that looks good. I think it's a laughing, something like that. Anyway, so this is going to be my test campaign. I could actually call this the Jan Give Away Everything campaign. All right, so something that makes you remember what it is actually about. So who's it from? That's good. There's my email, language, English, very happy. There's also an option for tracking. Now, by default, you get track opens, which means that Mailerlite's just going to take all of the analytics and statistics and put it into your dashboard, so you don't need to check anything. If you want to add in Google Analytics, though, if your website's set up for it, you can do that as well. So I'm going to go here, click on Next, which is Content. And this is going to bring up some different options for creating the email. So we have here drag and drop editor, rich text editor, and custom HTML editor. Once again, this is only for premium plans. So if you create it on a free plan and your premium plan runs out, you're gonna not have access to that. So I recommend using the drag and drop editor. There's also some templates you can use, and you can also check your recent emails that you've sent as well. Really good if you're wanting to keep the same sort of theme or layout that you've actually created. But I'll show you quickly the templates, right? So we've got some different ones inside of here. We've got magazines, gym equipment, everything like that. There's 76 different types, as you can see down the bottom here. So you just want to come down and scroll to something that's quite relevant to what you're trying to create, right? I always try to look for a template before I go ahead and start an email if I'm trying to create something that looks appealing. Reason being, as it's already optimized, it's going to save you a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do for this one is choose this ebook, right? I'm going to click on select and go ahead and import this template. So it's only going to take a few seconds to load and we'll be ready to rock and roll. Right, and here we are. So here is the builder. It's very simple and it's interesting the way they've actually created it, right? So on the left we have all blocks, and inside these blocks are sort of the layouts that you can use, right? So if you're into e-commerce, you can come down here and you can see there's a few different types of layouts, and if you want to add them, you just simply drag and drop them into your website. If you just want to scroll all blocks, you can see we've got things like logos, navigation. We've also got different blocks that you can add inside of it. So there's something for everyone. It's quite interesting how they've done it though. Some people, some different platforms, they just put the empty blocks. These ones are actually already filled with content. So overall, I think it's pretty cool how they've actually done it. So if I drag that in, you can see that's all here. And you can also move things around by either holding and dragging around like so, or you can just move it down one level. It's entirely up to you. And then you can also edit it, which is going to open this little box on the right, where you can play with things like padding. You can also edit the different elements by clicking on them, and it's going to bring up this little pop-up box. So it's super easy to use. Once you've finished customizing it, press save. If you don't want to save it, you can press cancel and it will revert the settings. If you want to delete things, really simple. And if you want to copy and browse, also the same type of thing. Now, one thing about the browse feature, this is actually who is going to see your specific blocks that you've added. It's actually quite an advanced feature that I don't think I've seen before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think anyone else is doing this right now. But what it means is once you build up your lists quite a bit, you can segment it so only certain people will see certain things. And by that, you can see on the right, choose a target audience. It could be everyone. It could be specific recipients based on groups. We've also got custom recipients using custom fields, and then we've also got exclude. So if you only want a certain, if you don't want certain people to see it. Very good for people who have maybe purchased a product. If you don't want to show them the same product on for sale, something like that, that would be a very good option for it there. So I'm going to go here, click on save. Apart from that, we've got some background options. We've got list. We've also got card. We've also got full width. It's all pretty straightforward from the initial import. All your information is going to be added down here for can spam activity as it needs to be. But overall, I think it's pretty good. So you can go ahead and click on preview and test if you wish. There's also a save as template button, so if you're going to be using this particular template over and over again, you can always save it so you have it quick and easy for next time. If we come down, there's also some different types of settings as well, like buttons, so you can change button styles and text. You've also got footer settings, so you can edit all the footer bits and pieces. You just have to click on that little the little circles, which are the elements. But apart from that, it's pretty straightforward, very self-explanatory. What you want to do is just click on the done editing, and now this email draft is ready to go. So once this is published, it doesn't take long, just a few seconds to get ready. It's going to say who are your recipients for this particular email. I'm going to put all active subscribers as it's just me. Click on next and confirmed. Review and confirm. And now it's going to show you basically what you've created and if you're happy with it. So here's my my subject, my sender, everything like that, campaign name. We've also got the email I've created. We've also got the tracking and who it's going to. So next, go to schedule, and this is going to give you some time options. So we have send now, which is perfect if you're sending out a newsletter blast. We've also got send later, which is an option to schedule it. And then we've also got deliver based on time zones. So if you want to change it so it sends to everyone at 7 a.m. no matter where they are, you can also do this by using this clock. Just make sure it's set at least 24 hours in advance, or else it's going to change, because obviously some people are ahead in time, some people are before. So that's where you want to be. So I'm just going to go ahead, click send now, and now this campaign is going to be sent. So it's going to take a few moments to get sent, and then in just a few moments that will be done. It'll move from the outbox to the sent folder. And that is creating a regular campaign. Super, super easy. So the only difference for creating any other type of campaign, I'll quickly show you the Auto-Resend campaign, because this is also a very powerful one. Same exact thing as creating your other campaign. However, you do have this little option here, which is giving you the option to actually change your email subjects. So imagine getting sent the same email with the same subject line day after day, and you just keep seeing it, right? It's going to annoy you. But what if you had the ability to change these subjects each time you sent it, so then it looks like you're creating new emails for this one person? It's pretty powerful if you think about it. Like, for example, if I sent you an email saying, hey, here's your free book, and then you didn't open it, and the next day I'm like, you've only got 1 day left, and then you didn't open it again, and then the third email could say, hey, you've missed out, better luck next time, then you're probably going to click on it because you're confused. Like, it sounds like an actual time-driven thing, and you're also tracking everything. So it's very cool to see. But that's what you do. You just change there, put in a couple of different subjects, and then what it's going to do is just cycle through them. So that's very cool. I'm very impressed with the Auto-Resend. I've kept it really simple, which is really cool. So that is campaigns, very simple to do. Subscribers is pretty self-explanatory. If you have a look at the subscribers here, so I've been sent 2 emails, I've opened 1. It tells you IP address, location. I've got a VPN, so that's probably why it's not working. So put in manually, I put it in myself. It doesn't really have too much information here. It's got email clients, Chrome, that's very true. You can also add notes into them as well if you wish, but very straightforward. What I love about this though is the activity. If you scroll down a particular person, you can see exactly what they've done inside of your entire business, right? So if they've been a subscriber for a very long time and they purchase something, you could come into Mailerlite and find them, and then you can see how long they've been following you for. This can give you a clear sort of insight to how long your audience needs before they potentially purchase something from you. It's a really cool idea how they've added the activity. Some people make it really complicated as well. This is extremely simple to follow. So I'm very happy with that. So next we have here forms. And inside forms, we've got a few different options, right? We've got the pop-up and we've got the embedded, and we've also got what's called a promotion. Basic, simple sort of explanation for this. A pop-up is a pop-up like in any type of website that you've seen before. Very simple, same exact abilities as using the email builder, except it's in a pop-up sort of format. The embed form is the same thing once again. It's just another little block that you embed into your website. And then finally, promotions is the same sort of thing once again. You've got different templates. It's a pop-up. It's the same exact thing. I don't know why they actually created two different pop-ups. This might just be for certain sales. I'm not sure. I'll show you the builder once again though once we get into sites, which we'll go into now. And this is going to be landing pages we'll start with. We also have websites. So if I come to landing pages and click on create landing page, it's going to start a new one. I'm going to call this once again the YouTube landing page demo. Okay, and click on save and continue. Now this is going to bring up some different types of information and templates that we can use. So first of all, select your subscribers. So interestingly, you put in your subscribers you want to target first versus doing it afterwards, which is quite interesting how they've done it. So I'm going to click on my one list I have and then continue. And next we have the templates. So if you know what you want, you can always come down and skip straight to it, or you can just scroll and have a look. Now the interesting thing I found about these templates is they're very websitey. They're not really landing page like driven. Like if I think of a landing page, I want to have a name and an email opt-in form right at the beginning so you can gather emails really quick. Whereas if you just look at these different types, you can see they're all not really like that, right? So these are like buttons. This one has buttons once again. This one has only one button. There's a couple with forms like this one here that's got a form, but it's very interesting how they've done this. I was expecting more like ebook download templates or video watching templates, but yeah, it's a little bit crazy. Anyway, here's a good example book promotion. So we'll go ahead. You can preview it if you wish, but I'll just keep this video moving forward. I'm going to click on select and let this baby load. So a few seconds and we are loading. So here it is. Here is our landing page builder. Now, the one thing you'll probably notice is the blocks are now on the right. And we've also got this little settings tab, which is going to give you a few options. Now, if you want your landing page to have headers and footers, you can leave them on. If you don't, you can just check them and they will disappear. So if I scroll to the bottom, you can see it'll have a footer. Now, if we come inside of here, we've got three different options once again. Full width, container, which blocks off the two sides, and also transparent, which takes out the background completely. I like full width for this example. If you choose a template, they're usually quite optimized for the theme and layout that they already have. Now it's the same exact situation as the other builder. It's all drag and drop where you want it to go. You literally just choose the content that you want. You can easily replace things by coming to like the image, and then you can choose edit image. You can add in links, things like that, alignment, center, left, right. It's all very, very straightforward. You've also got settings if you choose an element as well. Like for example, this text element, come to settings, you've also got things like top spacing, bottom spacing, you've got width, you've got different types of settings. So it's all straightforward. It's just a very simple to use page builder. Now there is one thing that I can fault with this page builder, and I'm going to let you know right now what it is. Let's say for example, I wanted to add in a form below this block. If I get the sign up form block here and actually drop it in, it's not going to let me put it on top of another one. I've got to create an entirely new block. And this is probably the only fault I can really see with this particular type of landing page builder. It's because you've got to go ahead and build entire blocks versus just creating elements inside of sections. So that's my only sort of gripe. And if I was to create a form for this page, what I could do is just simply drop it in. And I'll just give you a quick demo of how you can create forms. And what you want to do is click on the little edit button, and then inside of form, you can see we have here subscribe, success page, which is a second thank you page at the top. And what we want to do, if you want to have a name field, is click on add field, and you'll see name has been added. I always do name first, and you'll see it's full width, which is quite wide. So come to settings, and you can just change it to narrow, which is going to make it shorter. And you'll notice the button is still very tiny, which I like to have full width, the same as the form. So you just click on the button, scroll down a little bit, and you'll see options to make it bigger. And that all looks pretty good. So then what I would do is just come back to form, change the subscribe button to join the mailing list or whatever it may be for. And then for button action, what you can do is either choose to go to the success page, or if you've got a particular area or place that you want people to go to once they've subscribed, you can click redirect to and add in your URL. So this is great if you've got like a sales funnel that you want to lead people to afterwards, or if you want to go take them to your homepage, or you might have a specific sort of after subscribing page that you've custom made on your website, anything like that. This is the perfect place to put it. So that's basically it. That's how you create a landing page. So I'm going to go ahead, click on save on that, and go ahead, click on save and publish. Once again, you can save it as a template. You can remove content blocks if you wish. You can also save it as a draft, but I'm just going to go ahead and save and publish. So this is going to take just a few seconds once again, and it's going to give me all the options to view it. So here we are. On the free plan, you can't have a custom domain, but you can change the domain that it's on. So currently we're on subscribepage.com. So what I could do is put inside here like join the LMR newsletter or whatever it is, something so you can easily remember it. And then this is going to be my new custom page. Once again, favicons I believe is a premium feature. It's quite strange, but if you put it in here, it may disappear if you leave your premium things. Now, SEO settings, this is what you would add if you want it to get visible in Google. So you could put a page title. It could be join the LMR. Already wrote it in before. So I could put join the LMR newsletter. This is great for people if they see it pop up under my website, for example. They could see, hey, this is how I subscribe. So they might click on it there. And you want to have a little description as well. Now, social share, this is perfect if you're going to share it on things like Facebook, because this will be the image that they see as well as the title and the description. So you want to fill that out. And if you want to add in any type of custom codes, for example, Google Analytics, Facebook Pixels, or any other type of code, you can add it in here. So it's very straightforward. So I'm going to go ahead, click save and continue. And then this is good to go. Now, the interesting thing with the landing page builder is that it's exactly the same as the website builder. There are a few different templates, which I'll go through in a moment, but it's the same exact builder. So I'm not going to actually show you how to build a website. I will show you the templates in a second, but now this is loaded. A few things to keep in mind. Double opt-in. If you want people to subscribe through email to confirm they've subscribed, you can turn this on. I highly recommend leaving it off though. It's just another step for people to subscribe. It's a bit annoying. Now you've created your landing page. If you wanted to create a split test, you can. I believe this is only a premium feature though, so unless you're on the premium plan, you won't be able to do it. I highly recommend doing it though if you are, because it will help increase conversions. Here is our page we can now check out. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up to show you what it looks like. So this is it here. Everything looks good and easy. Loads super fast, which is nice to see. And then we've got our subscribe to groups down below. Now we've also got here analytics. So once you've started running some traffic to this particular page, this will start to fill up. You'll see how many people have came, how many people have subscribed, and your conversion rate. You'll also see how it looks over time, and then you'll also have your list of subscribers down below. Now, after we have created the landing page, what we want to do is actually create an automation. And what that means is as soon as someone puts in their name and email, let's say you're giving a free ebook, you want to actually send them the free ebook, which I'll show you how to do in a second. You can create it here or come up top. But I'll come back to that in a moment. And then we've also got domains. Once again, it is a premium feature. So if you don't have any domains added and you're on the free version, you won't be able to do any custom domains or anything like that. We've also got some Google Analytics and bits and pieces. So I'll quickly show you the websites just because this video is taking a little bit long. And just to show you what the templates look like. So if you come to the top, click on create website. This is once again going to be the YouTube test website. Okay, click on that. This is going to load really quick, and I'm going to just show you the different templates you can use. And the only real difference with the landing page builder versus the website builder. So choose the list that you want to use. I've only got one, so that's why one has appeared. And there's my subscribers, which is just me. Oops, I chose off it. Right, so this is loading. Now we have a bunch of different websites. There's only 14 in total this time. So I'll quickly show you what these look like. we have here a few good options, right? Products, features, real estates, things like that. Let's just say I want to use online class. I'm going to go here, click on select, and let this load and show you what it looks like. So this is just going to take a few seconds. The builder is a little bit slower than other builders, but it is still very effective, so I'm not disappointed by it or anything. Just takes a few seconds. So that is all loaded. So now we've got blocks, settings like on the landing page builder, except this time we've got pages. And if you want to swap between pages, you just click on the page you want to go to and it's going to go ahead and load it for you. It only takes a second or two and it is all ready to edit. You've also got a 404 page, which is pretty good to have, and a password protection page. So those are there too if you need it. So I'm going to go ahead, click save as draft and get out of here. It's pretty straightforward how everything works inside of it, just the same as the landing page builder. Okay, so here's the website settings. There's the website URL like we had before. We've also got all of the different settings that we have. So everything is quick and easy. So let's go to automation. I'll quickly run through this and wrap this up real quick. So first of all, we're going to go ahead and create a new workflow. You can also do it inside of your landing page if you wish. First of all, you want to set up a workflow trigger. So once you click on it, you can change the name if you want. So this could be lead magnet form, right? And you can see workflow trigger. What you want to do is choose a reason these people are going to get triggered. So when subscriber joins a group, so this group is just my one list I've created, or you could even say from a particular form, things like that. I'll actually choose form just because we created that YouTube landing page demo, so that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead, click save. Now the trigger has been completed. Now we need to go ahead and add an action. So let's just pretend I did give a lead magnet for free. So I want to send them an email. Once again, you just click on it and choose which particular one you want. And then at the top, we have here the email name. So once again, this is for your reference in your back office. So I can say, get the free lead magnet, or I could just say free lead magnet, something that you can remember and relate to once you see it. And then in the subject line, we can add in something like your free lead magnet has arrived. And then you can even put in personalization. So it could be like name, you can add in emojis, everything like that. Okay. Very straightforward. So who's it from? It's from my brand, my email address. It's all good. It's got the tracking options once again, and I can go ahead, click save. And then once that's done, we can go ahead and actually create the email. So if we click back on it, you can actually do it inside of here. I skipped past it, but email content, go ahead, click on design email. And this is going to give you the ability to go ahead and create it. Now it's the same exact thing once again, so I'm not going to bother going through it. You can go drag and drop editor, rich text edit, custom HTML, whichever you want. You've also got the template gallery and your recent emails. So just choose the one that you want to use and it's all good to go. So I'll just choose this once again for just completing this automation. It's going to open up the email builder, and then you just need to go ahead and edit everything wherever you want it to go. You know, optimize it for that particular campaign. Click on done editing. And then once that's all done, once it is all loaded, then we are good to go. So that's been done. We've got our total email sent now. What all we need to do is actually turn it on at the top right, like so. And now this campaign is good to go. So I'm going to come back to the automation list. And as you can see here, this is active and everything is good to go. Now, every time someone comes into my landing page, they're going to automatically be sent an email. It's very cool. So that's basically Mailerlite. This was a pretty long video, but what I'm going to do right now is jump behind the screen. I just want to talk about a few extra things. Okay, so that was Mailerlite. Now, as you can see, it's very easy to use and it is all kind of step by step, so you can't really get lost. Now, once again, the free plan in this is very, very lucrative to people who are looking to get into email marketing. Reason being is you can have up to 1,000 subscribers absolutely for free. Plus, you get to use a lot of the features that are offered inside of the platform without having to upgrade to the premium plan. Now, the only thing that I can really downfall about this particular software is the drag and drop editor. I do get a little bit annoyed when you can't just move elements, you've got to create entire blocks. However, that is a personal preference. And to be honest, it's going to save you a lot of hassle when you have to mobile optimize everything, as the blocks are already pre-optimized versus creating your own optimization. So overall, it's a great platform, especially considering it's free to get started. And then if you ever do upgrade to the premium plan, there is enough features to keep you going. So overall, great software. Once again, if you're thinking about getting started, I have left a link in the description and you're going to help support the channel. Apart from that, that is my Mailerlite review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Loads of great review videos coming out in the near future, so I don't want you to miss out. That's it from me. I'll see you on the next video.